y'all, my name is Jewel and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about crystals, how to use your crystals, because since I've been selling them, a lot of people have been telling me, I'm sorry if I keep moving my head, I'm watching my kids because we're outside. A lot of people kept asking me, telling me that they wanted to purchase crystals, but they don't know how to use them. So I thought like the most effective thing for both me and you, so you can go back and refer to it, and I don't have to keep telling everyone. I mean, it's cool because I like talking about it with people, but it can be very time consuming. So I thought the better way would be to just make a video. So, and I guess it was a blessing in disguise for me because for the longest, since I came up with Johari, I wanted a slogan, like a little saying that will like tell you slightly what the business is about, and I couldn't find anything that stuck. And as I was doing this, taking my notes, it came to me. So and we'll get into that later on. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. What's in there? In there. In that red bag. In that red bag. So yeah, like I was saying, I was trying to come up with a slogan that stuck before we get into everything. And I feel like I have to apologize well in advance because one, I'm outside and I'm with my kids. I'm pretty sure you can hear them. And so I have to keep just diverting back and forth just to make sure that I can see them. And two, I lose my train of thought very quickly and I be all over the place. So bear with me. So yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to find a slogan and I wanted something that was real, something that was authentic. So as I was taking down my notes, it came to me, and it was do everything with intention. And that's really what basically everything is. Something that you're passionate about, I guess, would be do everything with intention. And you can do that with literally any and everything. Like I know people who use like their notebooks and they program their notebooks, and basically everything that they write in there, they program it to just about everything that they write in there will come into fruition. And it's the same thing with your crystals. It'll work for you as long as you intend it to work for you. If you don't believe they won't work, then they won't. Cameron, please don't touch that. Then they won't work. So as long as you're clear and you know exactly what you want your crystals to do, also keep in mind the properties of the crystal, because each crystal does different things, although most of them do like the basis of like protection and stuff like that. But we'll get into that maybe like in another video, not this video. This video is kind of sort of just to tell you how to use them. If I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. But like the cool thing about that with like crystals is it already has like magical powers. And like people say magic powers, I basically say metaphysical powers. And that actually kind of brings me to the next thing. I'm no guru, I am no expert. I've done a lot of research, and everything that I'm about to tell you is what works for me based off of my research. So it's personalized and it's tailored to me. So I would tell you guys to just always do your research with anything. Don't take my word for it or whatever. I guess this would be like the basis and you can just build off of it. But and everything you do, just do your research, because sometimes I might get something wrong, sometimes I might interpret it the wrong way, whatever. Just always do your own research, because like I'm no scientist. Like there's a lot of like science behind it. I'm not about to sit up here in front like I know all the earth science and like how each crystal was formed, X, Y, and Z. I don't know all of that. I don't care about that, to be honest. I just want to use these babies so they can work in my benefit. And if you see me looking down, it's because I took a lot of notes. So that's that. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing that you want to do with your crystal is you want to clean it. There's several ways that you can clean it. You can use water, you can use salt water, Florida water. This is my own that I personally made. You can find them at Johari shop on Etsy.com. Shameless plug. You can also smudge them. This is eucalyptus and this is frankincense and myrrh, and I also sell these on Johari shop. And the reason why I'm using these is because eucalyptus is very gentle, but it's also powerful. So it creates space for new energy as it's expelling or getting rid of old stagnant energy. And frankincense pretty much does the same thing, but it also goes deeper on a spiritual level. So yeah, that's why I'm using these two to smudge it. And that's actually how I'm going to clean this. So let's get into that. So with me, I'm only using one, so it's easier. So because I'm using one, I'm going to hold the crystal. Actually, this is Sunstone, and I'm using this for several reasons. It's the month of July. Leo season is coming up, my birthday's coming, and so I'm using this for fire energy because this is a solar crystal. And I'm just also trying to channel like success, prosperity, what else? Protection over my mind, because people be out here and people like to send a lot of ill intent. And so in regards to my business, I'm protecting my creative ideas, I'm protecting my sanity. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Okay, so like I said, I apologize, I'll be all over the place. So yeah, like when I'm smudging, like smudging my crystals to clean it, what I like to do is I like to go counterclockwise, and then going counterclockwise, cleansing it. Going that way, it gets rid of energy. So what you would do is, like I said, speak your intentions, and my intentions right now is to cleanse this crystal of all unwanted energy. So you can say it out loud, you can say it in your head, it doesn't matter, your preference. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to say it out loud. And so my intentions: I am cleansing you of stagnant energy. I am removing stagnant energy. I am removing stagnant energy. I'm sorry, the wind is blowing into my face. You are cleared of stagnant energy. I am cleansing you of all previous energies you may have encountered. And that's really all that is. This smells so good. I love using eucalyptus and frankincense together. But this smells amazing, y'all. So you can do this for about a minute or two. It really does not take that long. Some people even like to, like I said, with everything with intention, some people even will hold the crystal in their hand and clear out its energy. Cameron, come over here. And for extra good luck, I'm gonna cleanse it with some Florida water. So now that we've done that, depending on you, sometimes I like to charge my crystals before I use it. You don't necessarily have to, because once you cleanse them. And also note that all Johari crystals come cleansed and charged, but I would still suggest you to cleanse your crystals before using them, because granted, all of my crystals are sourced from Africa and they come straight from the mine, so there aren't any previous owners, but you never know whose energy you're dealing with when they're touching them. I don't know who mined this. Even if, like, when I'm handling it, you don't know my energy. I mean, positive vibes only, but like I'm saying, like, you don't know my energy. Like, I am on a spiritual journey, so I'm not always positive. You don't start from point A and just automatically get to point B like that. You know, it takes time. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, so I would always suggest and recommend that you charge and cleanse your crystals before you use them. So yeah, but for the sake of this video, I am not going to charge it first. You don't necessarily have to charge them right away, but I would charge them soon, like when you first get them, because you want it to be at its full capacity. So yeah, after you clean them, you want to remove any previous intentions or energy that was on it, that was set on it. But like I said, all Johari crystals, they won't have any intentions imprinted on it, but that's still something that you just want to do because you just never know. And so with doing that, I like to sit with my crystals for a few. I meditate with them. I like to take a few cleansing breaths, 3 minimum, 5 minutes if you want. Like I said, it's all up to you, and it also depends. Like for me, it depends on how anxious and how excited I want to use this crystal, or if, you know, I got time that day and my kids is doing whatever and I could do whatever. So when you're unprogramming a crystal, and I must also add, so say like I already programmed this crystal for something else, but now I want it to do something else for me. I would unprogram it for that intention and then program it with the one that I want to use now. So to remove the intentions from your crystal, it doesn't take long. Excuse me. A few minutes. What I like to do is I like to visualize a certain color. And like I said, I'm using this crystal for creativity. And so because orange represents the sacral chakra, I'm going to envision or visualize an orange energy, an orange light radiating from this crystal. And when you're doing that, you want to envision that energy coming to you. So as it comes through your hands, you want it to be all over your body. And you can visualize that. I mean, I don't want to say that because as I was talking to some people were saying that they were having issues with that. Practice. I meditate a lot, so I want to say it's not hard for me because like I said, I'm no guru and I'm very new at this. I've been meditating for July. I've been consistently meditating for, I would say it's July, so I would say since February. So what is that, like 6 months? Yeah, like 6 months. So yeah, I've gotten a lot better because I do it every day, twice a day, just about. So I visualize this color, and the color is surrounding me. So, and like I said, this color represents its energy. Basically, I visualize myself in an orange ball, and that will take you however long you want to do it. But as you're visualizing this orange color, remember that we're doing this because we want to remove all previous set intentions. So when you're doing that, you want to say, you can say it once or twice, but you'll want to say, I remove any previously set intentions that was upon this crystal. Something like that. It doesn't have to be that specifically. It doesn't have to be that specifically. You can, like I said, tailor it to your own liking, your own personality, but that's just what I like to say. I remove all previously set intentions upon this crystal. And you can say it once, you can say however many times. Once usually, I don't want to say usually, once does the job, but if you don't believe it and you don't feel it, keep saying it until you do. And that's pretty much it for removing the intentions. For the sake of this video, I'm going to set an intention on this crystal. And my intention for this crystal would be, let me see, because I already set an intention for the crystal, but for the sake of this video, let me see. Okay, I got it. So after you sat with it, close your eyes again, hold your crystal, continue to envision whatever color it is. Mine is orange. I'm continuously and visualizing, I'm continuously seeing this orange ball of energy around me. And as you're doing that, you would say, I have to open my eyes because I have to keep an eye out on my kids. As you're doing that, I would say, the intention that I'm setting upon this crystal is blank. You fill in the blank. Mine's right now is to boost creativity. So I would say the intention that I set upon this crystal is to boost creativity, just for the sake of this video. And I will use its energy to promote and reach my higher self. And after you do that, once again, you sit with your crystal, you meditate with your crystal. And then after you set your intention, you do not have to do that again unless you want to use it for something else, because this crystal does more than promote creativity. Just like all crystals, it doesn't do just one set thing. So if you received what you needed from this crystal very well, you can unprogram it and you can program it again to whatever you want. And like the good thing about this is that even though the intention that you set on this crystal is for it to, for this, in the sake of this video, is to promote creativity, it's not just going to promote creativity, you're also going to benefit from all its other energies. And so after you've done that, I think that's like one of the cool parts, is like setting your own intentions. But after you do that, you definitely, if you haven't already charged your crystal, you want to charge your crystal, because like I said, you want it to be at its fullest capacity. And so different ways to charge your crystals. Some people, you can just simply say, I charge your crystals. Two of my favorite ways is using the moon. We are going to have a full moon tonight. Today's July 4th. And so yeah, you can use the full moon. With that, I would say make sure the crystal is in a position where the moonlight is beaming on the crystal. And then another way that I like to charge my crystals is digging it in the dirt, put it in the dirt, because I'm sorry, I thought that was a bug. And like not 2 nights ago, I was coming back from smoking. Mind your business. I was coming back from smoking, and I saw this like really huge bee. And at first I didn't know it was a bee. I thought it was a butterfly. So I went to go get the flashlight from my phone so I could see the butterfly or whatever. And I saw this like bee. It had to be like, man, it was about like this big. And it was a bee, y'all, a huge bee like this big. I was terrified. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, you can use the energy from the moon, or you could use, or you can put it in the earth, return it back to its source, because they all come, just about all of them come from the earth. So charge it with the earth. It's called grounding. I like to ground. I like to earth as well. So yeah, that's that. And I feel like that's pretty much it. And so after you've done all that, your crystal is good to go. This will be in another video, but just for the sake of this video, different ways you can use your crystals. If it's not obvious, meditating with them. That is one of my favorite ways to use the crystal, because when you're meditating with your crystals, you're transferring energy. You're giving the crystal your energy, and it's giving you its energy. And when you're giving it your energy, it knows what it needs to do. So that's why it's one of my favorite ways. Another way you could be is wearing your crystals. I think that's also another beneficial way, because you're in constant contact with it. It's constantly in contact with your energy. And you can carry them. But the only thing, like when you're carrying crystals, like I said, when you're transferring energy, you'll get the most out of your crystal. So like when you're carrying them, try as much as you can to just sit with them. Meditation you don't have to be meditating with it for 20 to 30 minutes. A minute to 2 minutes, that's fine, but do that consistently. Another way I like to use my crystals, I infuse this, like the other Florida water, the first batch of Florida water that I made for Johari, it was infused with Sunstone. So I infuse it in my Florida water. People like to infuse their drinks. I haven't tried that yet. Well, not their drinks. They like to infuse what's the word? Water. They like to infuse their water. There's like people there's companies that make water bottles like that. How else can you use your crystals? Oh, another way I use mine is in my spiritual baths, and its energy is infusing the water. There's multiple different ways, necklaces, earrings, waist beads. There's so many different ways that you can use your crystals, guys. Be creative. Like I always say, research, because I might not have touched everything. I might have skipped over something, excuse me. Please do your research. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I would like to hear, what crystals are you guys using right now? And what energy are you channeling? You don't have to tell me your intentions if you don't want to, but what energy are you channeling right now? And with all that, I'll see you later. And remember, do everything with intentions. Bye.
Bye, Sia.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.